Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to the extended reading for what's behind their hidden desires for you. Is it vanilla or cherry? So thank you guys so much for choosing to be here and support my work in this way. I really appreciate it. So let's dive right into the messages. So obviously where we just kind of broke off for the from the other reading, the energy was coming through as very vanilla. This person's intentions towards you were very innocent and pure. They very much wanted to have a conversation with you, maybe to explain a lot of different things, but that doesn't mean that they don't have desires. It doesn't mean that they don't think about things and fantasize about things. So we're going to look into that energy right now by entering into the red room. What do they imagine and fantasize happening between the two of you since you guys have been in this separation state? Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. We have Sex Sorceress. It says a natural ability to awaken your desires, channel sexual energy to lure lovers. They could practice sex magic. Very interesting. So this person, I do feel, has lit some candles. They have sat with your energy and they have tried to connect with you in a very, I don't want to say the word like a magical way. It's not like they're a sorcerer or sorceress, trying to do some sort of sex magic on you. But I feel like it's as close as they can come without actually doing that. So I just feel like they have closed their eyes. They have imagined you being there. They have lit the candle, set the mood, and tried to connect with your energy for sure. Like this sexual telepathy is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some details here. We have love on the brain. So it says, my mind gets me into trouble when I'm constantly thinking naughty thoughts about you. So they've definitely been having some naughty thoughts. You're in their head when they're laying there with these candles lit, when they are trying to connect with you. So you're definitely on their mind when they're doing something. I don't want to say that if they're physically with other people that they're thinking of you. It could happen, yes, but I feel like this is more of a ritual that's done alone is what I'm picking up on with that. All right, let's see what else. We have damsel in distress. So this is definitely about saving you in some way. They think about worshiping you. They think about pleasuring you, kind of like making it all about you. That seems to be their fantasy. And it doesn't mean that they don't want to receive anything from you, but it shows me that their current fantasy is very much about pleasuring you and just basically treating you like a queen. See, look at that. I touched myself thinking of you. So I knew this was a situation where they were alone. This isn't really when they're with someone else. This is when they're alone and they're thinking about you. And this is a very like ritualistic way to connect with your energy. So I feel like the message that came through earlier, and I think it was off of this card right here. Let's see, it was this one. Can you hear me calling you in? I do feel like you're on this person's lips. Your name is on this person's lips. They're calling you in this moment when this is happening. So this is a form of sex magic, okay? It doesn't have to be like they're a witch to perform sex magic, but something is happening here in this ritualistic way while they're connecting with your energy, okay? Let's see what else. And this person is on their stomach. This person's on their stomach. There might be something where you're laying down and you're face down and this person is doing something like giving you a massage. All right. But we do have the Six of Pentacles. So this is definitely about give and take. It's not like this person's fantasy is to just do things to you. They're imagining that you're doing something to them as well. But this whole tied down energy, this is about you getting you in a relaxed state first, maybe taking some of your defenses down, so that way you're more open to exchanging energy with them. I feel like a part of their fantasy is breaking you down, getting you to a point where, let's just say they were to see you, and this would be like the first time that you guys would be intimate after a long period of time, after the apologies, after, working everything out. So what they imagine is that you're saying no to them, right? You're saying no to them, but they're able to break you down. And so you just succumb to them, because you can see here she's blindfolded and she also has her arms or her wrists that are bound. So there is something about getting you into a state where you can't really fight back. It's not in a terrible control type of way. It's, I want you to submit to me sort of thing. Okay. So that's their first fantasy. Let's go ahead and get another. What is the other energy here that is fantasy based? Mastery. Wow. So this says here, very experienced lover. It says toys and personal skills to show off, knows how to please you in ways no other has. So this is about being at the top of the heap, right? This is about somebody who is, bringing you all of these things and being the best that you've ever had. So they do have this fantasy surrounding being the best possible lover. But I also see too, this is flipped around as well, that this person also looks at you as that person that's very, very skilled in what you do. You're the master of pleasure. You're the master of something. And it's just like, oh, they just can't get enough. It says slip and slide. Sorry. I want to rub you down and make you slipper. Yes, there is something about a massage here. I just picked that up earlier. There's something about, giving and receiving, taking your time, buttering someone up. This is foreplay. So this isn't just like rushing into something. It doesn't mean that they would never want to, do that. It's just that in this particular fantasy that they're having about you, there is a sequence of events that leads up to this. It's not just a quick wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type of situation. There's something about taking your time, taking things slow, building up to this point. Major foreplay here. Yeah, look at that, hopeless romantic. And because that's what that would really be. It's a very romantic, but also very sexual type of energy here. So it's not without the kissing. It's not without the touching. It's almost like getting enmeshed in all of the different senses. And there's something about blindfolds here, because we see it in 2 cards. Being blindfolded, so you're only really focusing on the senses. The senses and the sensations of being touched are very important to this person. So they might be their way of either expressing or receiving love, as in their language of love could be physical touch. Interesting. FaceTime pleasures. There is something about your face, okay? It's like looking at you, admiring you and worshiping you, but you're not able to see them doing it. So they feel very comfortable watching you when you don't know that they're watching you. What I'm getting from this, you guys, is that if they may look at your face and do this. Okay, they might look at your face through a picture or some kind of maybe even video that they have of you, possibly, but they think about your face and they pleasure themselves. So your face to them is very beautiful. It's not just your body, it's your face. They find it to be very, very attractive. There's just something about you that's very beautiful, and I feel like that's it. So the whole FaceTime, that's somebody looking at their phone, right? FaceTime is an iPhone thing. So looking at their phone and pleasuring themselves. It could be that if they don't have access to your face or they don't have photos or something like that, it might just be that they're pleasuring themselves, but they have you in mind with whatever it is that they're looking at. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get a tarot. All right, Six of Swords. We have 2 sixes. Very interesting. So the Six of Swords is just like kind of getting away, right? It's getting away and just going with the flow and being really relaxed and getting away from the drama, maybe even traveling with you. So they do fantasize about just slipping away with you, getting away, going somewhere where it's nice and calm and it's just you and them, perhaps on some sort of like vacation or a trip, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get one more set to their fantasies. This red room energy. Might even be about spending some time outdoors. I just got that too. Being outdoors, making love outdoors, or just spending some sort of romantic time. Like, when you think about 2 people rowing a boat, that's like very romantic. So like doing something very romantic with you could also be a part of the fantasy. So now we have Fantasyland. Interesting. They fantasize about you often. Sexual fantasies they wish to share with you. Relationship illusions. Okay. So right here, they are in a bit of a fantasy land when it comes to thinking about you and this connection, when it comes to, what they want to do with you, where they want to take things next, what's possible between the 2 of you, etc. So very much a fantasy person, that's for sure. All right. Ooh, we have Dance Monkey. I would love a striptease. So it may be that they see you as somebody that, to dance for them or to get into some sort of sexy lingerie. They would absolutely love that. It might be that maybe that's something that you guys did before. You did a striptease for them. So they think about that. They think back on that time that you did that. And it's just like, wow, it's like something that they replay over and over again in their mind. It might be that, you just have some kind of stripper types of moves. You just know how to move your body. And this could be something that really excites this person. Ooh, interesting. Look at that. Car sex. It says, let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. So yeah, there is something about being out, traveling, being somewhere besides just home, being on vacation, doing something very spontaneous, something fun, something a little naughty where you might get caught sort of energy. I almost feel like if this individual, I just got this, I have to say it. The Six of Swords is a card of movement, okay? Now we have a car. It may be that your person, if they are, like they have a job that they travel in their car, or that they go on road trips or something, it's just them. They may pleasure themselves while driving, thinking of you. That's just what I got. So just take it if you want to, but that's what I'm getting here. Like obviously at night where no one can see, that sort of thing. There, it's out in the middle of nowhere type of energy. Okay, we have ripped my panties off. So remember I was talking about, they want to take things very slow and build up, but it's just like, yeah, you there's only so much build up and so much foreplay that you can take until you're just like dying inside. And that's what's really does it for this person, is building up to that point where it's just like, I just have to do this. Whether it's, I have to do this and take care of this myself, or this is in my mind that we just rip each other's clothes off because it's just like we can't handle the buildup anymore. It's too much. So it's almost like, sometimes when you see in the movies, a part of their fantasy could be something that they see in the movies where you have 2 people that, come together and they're just like up against a wall and it's just, ripping each other's clothes off and it's just crazy. That could be their fantasy with you. I got 2, so I will take them. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, taking it slow. There's something about tying you up, tying you down. And I just feel like this is them capturing you and keeping them for themselves and taking things very slow. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow and very methodical with his moves. And so that is what this person is all about, is going very, very slow, but it's almost like torturous slow. This does it for them. They love to be teased. They love to be challenged. It's almost like the absence of you gets them off in some way, in some weird kind of sick sadistic way where they like the pain, they like the torture, they like the challenge. And we did get that card, remember? The challenge. So there's something about you maybe not giving into them immediately, them really needing to work for you, work to have you. This is your person's ultimate fantasy. So that is what we have. So let's go ahead and move on into the scars. Why are they hiding these desires from you? If they want these things with you, what is the holdup? Why do they hide all of this from you? What's the situation? Okay, we have skeptical. So maybe they're not trusting their intuition with that third eye chakra. They're skeptical of, whatever their higher self is telling them. Kind of like, I feel like I know something, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I can trust it. So they're skeptical of their either thoughts or the energy that's coming to them. Interesting, we have codependent. It could be that they're dependent on something. It could be a particular behavior, a particular thought, a particular coping mechanism. It could even be a person if there's third party. So that could be like, they feel that they can't really get away from something. But actually what I'm getting more than anything is they almost feel toxically tied to you, almost obsessed with you. Because remember, I got the devil's energy in the other reading, and this person was feeling like they're very much like tied to you and clinging to you. It was a devil vibe for me. They feel obsessed with you. They feel addicted to you. They feel codependent with you. Yeah. And so what I'm seeing here, it's like, why are they hiding these desires? Because they don't want to come across as needy. This person probably has never needed anyone in their life, but for some reason, this energy with you is taking them by surprise. And they feel like this desire for you that they haven't felt before. So it makes them very uncomfortable, and it makes them feel like very foolish and childish and almost like icky, kind of like, gosh, they don't want you to think that they're a creep. So they kind of hide it, is what I'm seeing here, because they don't want you to be skeptical of them. It's like they don't want to come to you and tell you how much they desire you and how much they still feel your energy. That's that sacral chakra. I still feel so connected to you, because they don't want you to be skeptical, kind of like, what? Scare you off. Oh, we have superficial. So they hide it. That's what they do. They're very good at the appearance of things. They don't want to appear needy. They don't want to appear desperate. They don't want to appear like they need you. But I'm getting here deep down inside, that's actually how they feel. They feel addicted to you. They feel connected to you. They feel obsessed with you. But they're going to pretend that they don't. So if you do hear from this person, they are really going to put on a pretty big front. Now, I'm not saying that they won't be transparent with you, but they will be controlled with what they don't want to scare you. They don't want to come on too strong or too intense. That's the thing. So they're going to somewhat seem a little, they're just not going to go into it completely. They're not going to admit it all to you, that this is how they've been feeling for so long. They're just not going to do it. They don't want to freak you out. So this is why they're hiding these desires from you, is because they don't want to come on too strong. They don't want you to think that they're creepy. Yeah, so what they're going to do in their communication, they're going to somewhat detach. They're going to somewhat be a little icy, a little try to kind of keep it surface. Maybe just tell you just enough, but not go too deep. So this person right now, why they are hiding this and pulling this back from you, or they're hiding from you, is because they don't want you to get skeptical of them and then detach. They also don't want you to think of them, if something happened between the two of you, like a lie or a deceptive situation. They don't want you to feel like you can't trust them. So they also kind of feel like, you know what? I don't know if it's a good idea that I come forward. Will you ever be able to trust me again? So they kind of are trying to detach themselves from needing you and wanting this and coming forward. But I feel like these desires can only be, I guess, stifled for so long before they just feel like they have to do something. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Let's go into this deck here. Let's see what else. Why are they hiding these desires from you besides all these fears that they have? Okay, why? Because it's been a long time, that's why. I don't know how long you've been in separation with this person, but with that clock energy, to me, it's like, it's just been a long time. It's almost like it's been too long. Like, should I just let this go? Has it just been way too long? Has it been so long to where you've already detached from me? You know, you're not even thinking about me. I'm thinking about you, but you're not thinking about me. That does scare this person. We have fortune teller. Ooh, okay. So you might be a very psychic person, and it's like you're coming across as this person that's going to see through them, and they know that. So it frightens them. It frightens them that you're so in tune with them. And so they can kind of hide and try to be this person, but it's like deep down inside, they know that you're going to know. And so it's this fighting, this vulnerable, wanting to be this very transparent person with you, but also fearing that, you know, they're just going to feel like a fool if they do. So, but you're going to know either way is what I'm seeing with that one. So it's like, they can kind of run away from this. They can kind of try to run away from you or try to pretend that they're not as affected as they are, but you're going to know. And it's like, they know you're going to know. They know it. All right, haunted house. First of all, we have fear, which is what's really shouting out to me. Why are they hiding these desires from you? It's almost like it's just easier to remain a mystery. It's just easier to remain in this haunted place. Just be haunted by your memory, instead of actually going for it and turning it into a reality. I feel like they've been toying with this for so long. They may have even consulted like a psychic about this situation to kind of figure out what should I do, how this would go. And I feel like whatever came out, it might even scare them more. Okay. And we have broomstick. Yeah, look at this. Flight, travel, clearing. Yeah. So they feel definitely guided and they feel drawn to travel towards you, to make some sort of move towards you in order to clear this energy up. But they're hiding this desire that they want to do this, that they want to come to you and make this contact and reconcile with you and clear all this up. They're just hiding from it. And I feel like what's really going on here is just good old-fashioned fear. All right, let's see what else. I'm getting two. They might feel, because with this broomstick and the psychic, someone could be, perhaps, you could consider yourself to be a witch or just a very magical person. And I feel like they fear you. They fear you in some way. They fear your wrath. They fear something. And that somewhat scares them and intimidates them, for sure. And that might be why they're hiding from you, is because they're afraid that if they put themselves out there, it may be that they feel like you're going to seek revenge on them, that you're going to make them pay in some way. I just got that. So I don't know if that's the case. It doesn't have to be the case. That's just their fear. It doesn't mean it's true. But they could fear that some sort of revenge from you. Okay, and I'm sorry I did not keep the promises I made to you. So there is some sort of broken promise, some sort of broken trust, and they kind of know that they might deserve some sort of, not retribution, but, something. They might deserve some sort of consequence here. But they are hiding their apology. Okay, see, look, I hope to be able to find the courage to contact you. So it seems like their back is turned and they do have their phone in their hand. So they are trying to find the courage to reach out to you via phone or text or something like that, maybe even social media. But the fact that they didn't keep their promise that they made to you, or they lied to you in some way, this is causing them to feel like they don't have the courage to do this. Is my love enough? Okay. Will my apology be enough? Will the love that I have in my heart for you in the situation now that I'm ready, will that be enough? Will it be enough? And so they do have this fear that it won't be enough in order to change things. So it might be that it's just easier to just say, you know what, I'm just not even going to deal with this. I'm not even going to bother because it might not go the way I'd like it to. I don't want to be disappointed. Yeah, but we have unfinished business between us. And I got that early on, that's what this person feels like. They feel like something is incomplete. They feel like you're that one thing that they want to go back to and try again, because it may be that they've gone through their life and they just really haven't found what they've been looking for. They haven't been able to connect with someone on a deep level like they connected with you, whatever the reason might be. So they have some sort of regret, and they want to kind of come back and try to finish what you guys started, or where you guys left off. And it may be that there's, many, many years of separation. It may not be that long at all, but I feel like for those of you that it has been a long separation, this person has been kind of grappling with these fears and these thoughts for quite some time. And it's kind of nagging on them to do something about it. So that is why they're hiding these desires from you. Fear. And also, are they enough for you? Will you accept them? Will you reject them? Will you tell them to fuck off if they come back? Because to me, that's that witchy energy. And that's not putting anything negative on witchy people. It's just saying, like, when you think about curses and things like that, you naturally think of a witch. And so it's like this person is kind of looking at you in this form that I deserve that. So I'm afraid that you have this ability and this power to tell me to, buzz off, basically. They have this fear that after all this time, if they finally did conjure up the strength to contact you, that you would just tell them no. That scares the shit out of this person. I just got that. It scares them. So what do they wish they could tell you but are struggling to say? So let's take a look at this. What do they wish they could tell you that they're struggling to say? Okay, so what they wish that they could tell you is something wasn't as dramatic as you thought, okay? It actually wasn't as bad as you thought. Now, that's really hard to, of course, understand, because when someone lies to us or when someone hurts us or does something, we take it very personally. But where they were coming from at the time, it wasn't what you thought. Okay, I don't know what that is now. Dramatic could be drama. There could have been drama that was involved with other people. So let's just say there was someone else that was trying to influence your relationship, or they said something to you about this person. It may be that some of that stuff was made up. It wasn't as bad as you heard. I just got that. That may not be for everyone out there. Yeah, look at this, a mess. So I made a mess of this. I did. I made a mess, and I should have tried harder. I have a feeling that this person just walked away from the situation, just kind of exited the building and didn't really give you a lot of closure. They didn't give you a lot of explanation. They just kind of dropped the ball and just like moved on and just left you kind of in the dust. And so they know that they left this mess for you to clean up. And, maybe they didn't want anything dramatic to happen to you, so they just dealt with it in this way. But they realize now, what a mess that was for you and how unfair that was for you to leave you holding the bag. We have wishes come true. This person is also saying that, over this period of time that we've been in separation, I really have wished for a different outcome. I really wish that I would have done things differently. That's what they're telling you. And we have co-parenting. Now, some of them, of course, could have been, they had a child that they were trying to co-parent with someone. This person could have been the drama. This could have created a lot of mess for your relationship and your connection. That could have happened. But the co-parenting could also mean that there was a lack of a parent involved in their life or in their situation. And so maybe this is something that they would want to tell you, which is, I was really affected by my childhood. I was really affected by the fact that my mother or my father was never around. Not that this person is going to try to give you excuses or anything like that, but maybe they have done some sort of work on themselves and they're going to try to explain to you how much they've learned about their behavior because of the issues that they had. You know, that could technically be it. All right, let's see what else. We have commitment phobic. Wow. This person would also, what they wish that they could tell you, but they're struggling to say, is that, you know, at the time when you guys were either together or dealing with each other or trying to date, they really had a lot of phobias about commitment. Now, it could be because of their upbringing. Yes, that could be it. So they would want to explain something to you that they were just scared, like a scaredy cat. Undying love. Yeah, look at that. So I think that this card actually came through. I think it came through one of these. So let me just take a look at that energy here. Felt like I will never let you go. Everlasting, passionate love. Look at that. So this seems to be a theme with this person. Their love for you has never died. And they want to tell you that. My love for you never died. Just because I couldn't commit, just because I lied to you, just because I may have gone in a different direction and ghosted you and left you behind, doesn't mean that my love for you ever went away. We have freedom. I feel like they just want you to know that they want to be free from this burden. They want to be free of this restriction, this feeling that they have that's tied to you, that's unfinished. They really long to just feel just something, whether it's you telling them no or you telling them yes. It's like they need some sort of clarity. And I feel like they're going to tell you that they just needed, they just need some clarity. That's what they're asking you. I need to know yes or no. I'm also seeing too that your person needed to have that freedom to go off on their own and figure out who they were. Without doing that, they wouldn't have come to this conclusion. So this is also something that they're kind of like holding you back, or holding back, saying to you is that they needed to let you go, or just they needed to go off in another direction to come to these conclusions. As much as that sucks, and as much as that hurts, and as much as that was unfair to you, that's what they needed to do. Yeah, we have destruction. Like I was on a destructive path. That's like the Tower energy to me. Everything that I was, everything that I knew, everything that I thought needed to come crumbling down. There were so many things that had been built up in my mind. I thought I knew who I was. I thought I knew where I was going, and it all came crashing down. And once I experienced that Tower moment, then I was free to finally see what was important and where my issues lied. So they're trying, they would want to explain to you, you know, just all the things that had to take place in order for them to gain this clarity or this maturity, this wisdom. Okay, so they want you to know too, something that they're holding back is that they were spending time with other people. Some of you, that might be a question in your mind, was there someone else? And I'm getting here, this person is going to have to admit to you that there was, that they did step out, or that there was someone else that they left you for. It's not going to be for everyone, but I feel for some of them, yes. They're also going to... When I say they're going to, I feel like this person wants to say these things to you, and they may say these things to you, but they're holding them back obviously right now because they're, you know, afraid of the conversation. But it could be that as I spent time with other people, I realized that no one was like you. There's no one like you. Who sings that? Is it Cinderella? Is it Rat? It's some 80s long hair metal band. There's no one like you. It might be the Scorpions. All right, look it up, but that's what the song I'm getting for you. There's no one like you. Oh yeah, look at that. Working hard in my zone. I just worked, and as I worked, I thought so much about us. Thought so much about myself. You know, I was just so focused also on work and being social and being casual and not getting deeply involved with anyone. They're going to tell you here that this is just what they've been doing. But also I've worked hard on myself. Okay, now they have been watching you. If you guys don't have social media, it could be that they're looking at something. Remember that sentimental item, which could be a picture or a text. Like they watch you. They look at you when you don't know. Remember the unseen energy that came up earlier? You don't know that this person is watching you or looking at you or keeping tabs on you, but they are. They are. So, but see, that's another reason why they don't want to tell you these things, because they feel like they're admitting to you that they're like stalking you and that they're a freaking creep. They don't want to turn you off. They don't want to come across as a creep. Now look, Eight of Swords, I'm feeling trapped. Like I felt trapped for a very long time. I felt very restricted for whatever reason, whether it's just my own circumstances or just trapped in my head, just worrying about, what you would do or what you would say. I'm tired of feeling this way. I feel like I'm behind this cage. I want to come out of this hiding place, but I just can't. And I feel like they're also, they've re-entered into a lot of situations that they know aren't what they're looking for, but they keep doing it anyways, going around in the same circles. Remember that card earlier? Circles. They keep kind of going in the same circle and trying to like figure out if they can feel something. And I'm getting here that they're not feeling anything. They're not. They're feeling quite restricted and they can't get you out of their mind. So they have to reach out to you. They have to communicate to you. They have to tell you these things. But I also want to come towards you casually because I don't want you to think that I'm a freaking stalker who never got over you. I'm just telling you guys, that's what your person's feeling and thinking. So now we're going to go ahead and end this with dominant energy. The move that they plan on making towards you next, because that was their submissive energy, kind of how they're being submissive and what they're not doing. This is now dominant energy. So what is dominantly, at the forefront of their mind, pushing them forward towards you? The move they plan on making towards you next. Okay, the rider is coming towards you, making a move, delivering a message. This is crazy. This confirms for me that this person absolutely plans on coming to town, announcing their arrival, bringing you this news, delivering you a message, making a move towards you. Absolutely. So let's see what this is about. Interesting. We did get spring, remember? We got spring earlier in the reading. March, April, May. There could be a significance that this is when this news is delivered. When they show up. Wow. Ace of Swords. Major breakthrough. They make their presence known to you. You're aware that this person is in town because they announce it to you. You're aware that they want to talk to you because they tell you. You're aware that they want to have a conversation with you. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow the two of you to spring forward and to possibly grow in this situation. Okay? So let's continue. What else? So we already know that this person, their next move towards you is to move towards you and bring you some sort of communication, perhaps in March, April, or May. Oh, look at this. I don't know why these are up in this deck, but they are. Masculine, feminine. It could be that you see this person as a counterpart. So here we go. Maybe two counterparts coming together in union. I have no idea why those were up. How strange. Oh, wow. We have the tomb. It's like bringing something back from the dead. It's like really mourning what happened, mourning the loss, talking about this loss, resurrecting from the tomb, bringing it back to life. Yeah, look at this. But there is going to be some talk of this web of lies and the fraud and the deception and all the trickery that took place. You got that right. The Ace of Swords is a difficult conversation. What's so interesting is that this reading is sort of reminding me of what the one I just did on what the universe is trying to tell your person. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but it's so similar to me. I can't break out of that energy because that was like a twin flame connection. I don't know if you see this person as your twin flame, but there's counterpart energy here with the masculine and feminine. And the universe is pushing this person to make contact with you. And I feel like that's where this is leading, is this person making contact with you and apologizing to you and making these wrongs right. And they have to do it. Oh my God. Yeah. Justice, soul contract. It's like you guys came together and you have the soul contract, but you guys went your own separate ways, and then the contract hasn't really been being worked on together. You guys have been individually working on yourselves, which is a part of your soul contract, but I feel like at this point in your soul contract, it's time to come together. It's time to have a reunion and come back together here. There's something that you guys are supposed to accomplish now together in the physical world. It's like it's time for union. It's time to come back. It's time to revisit this. It's time to finish up this unfinished business. And we have the Clover card. That reminds me of March. We did get March, April, or May. I don't know. There could be something happening in March. With the Clover, that's St. Patty's Day energy here to me. But it does say blessings, luck, and happiness. So to me, this is like there's good luck here. Luck is on your side. Luck is on someone's side to basically make contact. It will turn out well. Spirit is trying to let this person know that it will turn out well. They're feeling lucky. Luck is on their side. So if you feel lucky and luck is on your side, you're more apt to do something. Yeah, so they're kind of recentering, refocusing. They see their target, they see the objective, and they go after it. So to me, this is like someone with a bow and arrow, and they are aiming towards the target to hit their mark. And that is you, the person watching this video. Oh my gosh, and you want to talk about somebody who's bringing it, somebody who's ready, somebody who's a freaking boss. The King of Pentacles. He's stable in his energy. He's grounded. He is firm. This is also Taurus, May energy. Okay. So yeah, there's something about spring for sure here. But this is what I'm seeing, is that this individual they know what they want. They want to claim their queen. They want to provide a more stable kind of situation and relationship. And they're wanting to basically be happy, and they want to experience this love in a way that they not able to experience before. But it's like now they're ready. They weren't. And so all this entire journey that you guys went through, it's given them time to refocus and recenter on what was really important to them, what they want. And I'm getting that is you. So that's what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoy these messages. And thanks again so much for choosing to watch this reading. I'll catch you guys later.